So you guys know that in this debate about forcing a vote on the House floor for Medicare for all, I've been hearing a lot of excuses, right? From the boutique left and their media poodles. And one of the main excuses that we heard from AOC about why she doesn't want to even try and give you healthcare during a pandemic is that forcing a vote might compromise the chance of other progressives being promoted to important positions in the party, right? For example, committee assignments. So let me just remind you rather, what she said. So this was in response to here we go. This was in response to Justin Jackson, NFL player, right? When he asked her about it. Look what she said. She said, the problem with this idea is that there isn't enough thought given to step 2. The Dem votes aren't there yet, and with a razor-thin margin, the Dem no's are a larger margin. So you issue threats, hold your vote, and lose. Then what? If you want to know who's opposed, look at the co-sponsor list. And then here we are. In contrast, you can use leverage to push for things that can happen and change lives. For example, a $15 minimum wage vote in the first 100 days. Doable. Elevating longtime progressive champions to important positions of leadership. Also doable. Okay, so that's what she's saying. Saying, look, man, we can't give you health care, even though everybody's lost their jobs, even though before everybody lost their jobs and before this pandemic, it was already a disgusting, corrupt system, an evil system. We can't do that. You have to wait. You don't understand the strategy. Look what we can do. She's offering $15 minimum wage, which Biden allegedly already supports, right? Allegedly. And she's also saying that you can elevate longtime progressive champions to important positions of leadership. Okay. So let's see how that plan is going, shall we? Yeah? Are you guys ready? The establishment strikes back. Uh-oh. What's happened here? Let me zoom in for you so you can actually read the text. So this is about the prized position on the Energy and Commerce Committee. Okay? Ocasio-Cortez was expected to cruise comfortably to the position. She was the first to raise her hand for the seat, and she won the backing of Dean of the New York delegation, Jerry Nadler. But last week, as Politico reported, Long Islander Kathleen Rice made an out-of-nowhere last-second bid for the seat, interrupting the process. Rice is a backbencher for the party's right flank, who in 2018, here we go, refused to support Nancy Pelosi for Speaker. How bold. Without the support of Nadler, and with the famous opposition of Steering Committee Leader Pelosi, Rice's attempt didn't seem to be serious. Okay, so what was going on here? But in a surprise last-second Steering Committee meeting on exclusive committee assignments Thursday, centrist Democrats put on a show of support for Rice and against AOC in what looks to have been a process-defying attempt to keep AOC out of the seat. Well, well, well. Do you guys want to know by how much she got screwed? If I recall correctly, it's 46-13, just off the top of my head. They screwed her out of that seat at the last second. You know, little Machiavellian move, right? What does AOC do right after they screw her over? Nothing. Zero. Not a word. She goes back on Twitter. She starts criticizing the Republicans. And I wish I kept that screenshot. Somebody sent it to me. I wish I had it on hand right now. She starts saying, oh, you got to hold those Republicans accountable. You know, we have work here to do. Wait a second. I'm confused. AOC, you just told us this a few days ago, December 12th. You just told us that we can elevate long-time progressive champions to important positions of leadership. How is that working out for you? And why have you said nothing? You said this is a strategy, right? You offered this as an excuse as to why people have to die because they can't be given healthcare, right? Like, we got to play the long game, right? That's what you're saying. We got to play the long game. We got to do 12,000, 14-dimensional chess, right? You're the mastermind. Okay, how's that going? Like, even if we want to give you the benefit of the doubt, even if we're completely well-intentioned and we believe in you, right? And a lot of people did. Why are you not saying anything? They pulled a Machiavellian move on you, and you fucking know that. Okay? They screwed you over at the last second. They gave that seat away to Rice. Do something. Say something. You still have time. You could still strike back at Pelosi. Could you not? Right? Rice, Kathleen Rice seems to be faring quite well. You know, she tried the same thing. Right? Why aren't you doing anything? Why won't you grow a goddamn spine and stick it to Pelosi? I'm really struggling to understand this. And, you know, all these people that keep saying, you guys just don't get how DC works. You know, you're a bunch of peasants here, boy. You can't possibly comprehend what strategies we're undertaking, yes? It's beyond your comprehension. Enlighten us. Please enlighten us, AOC. What's the next move now? What's the next move, you know? If Mama Bear is not returning the favor here after you refuse to challenge her, what's the play? I mean, you got to pick one. You can't say, okay, we're going to play the long game and we're going to do this easy peasy, you know, slowly. We're going to take 10,000 years to actually give people crumbs. And then when they throw, you know, they throw eggs in your face, you just stand there and take it? What? This is the opposition? Oh, I bet Nancy Pelosi's shivering. She's shitting her pants, man. She's downing gallons of that $50 designer ice cream right now. Yeah, so the margin was correct. Or 46-13. Christ. Look at this statement. Ocasio-Cortez expressed disappointment Friday about the loss. Quote, again, let me zoom in for you. It's tough always. You always kind of shoot high and you don't always get what you want. And that's, you know, I think that's totally understandable. No, you're not here. Oh my God. Look how she rolls over, man. Look how she rolls over. You call that fighting? This is not going to work, man. This is not going to work. I think that you are being taken for a ride. You are being taken for a ride. And as I said before, she's in, not just AOC, all of the progressives, right? Incompetent at best, complicit at worst. This is bullshit. I mean, just think about this logically. Like, if you were in her shoes, if you guys were in her shoes, if I were in her shoes, God forbid I ever find myself in the Democratic Party or any American party. Hypothetically, do you think we would tolerate this shit for 1 second? Oh, well, you know, we tried and it was just, you know, you don't always get what you want. Yo, you're not playing a fucking video game. You're not at the fun fair trying to win a prize. You said you're going to upset the establishment, right? You said that you were going to get shit done for people. This is nonsense. This is rolling over. I don't tolerate this. And just watch the fucking poodles, watch her lapdogs in the media, the ones insulating her, make excuses for this. This is their long game. This is how they're going to push Biden left. Amazing. Amazing, really. I'm getting so fed up. And honestly, man, I'm so glad Justin Jackson and Jimmy Dore started this conversation. So look what Justin said afterwards. This is like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. Kathleen Rice getting that committee seat over AOC using the exact strategy we were calling for is somehow so on brand for 2020. So I wonder who is going to be the first among the TYT crowd and the media lapdogs, the crypto neolibs. I wonder who's going to be the first to come out and say that, you know, it's oh, you guys, you just don't get it. You know, you just don't get it. It's she's playing the long game, and this is totally cool. You know, it's a little setback, but we'll get there eventually in 5,000 years. You know, you'll have healthcare one day, like when you're long gone already. Yeah, just wait, man. Just wait. By the way, this is Kathleen Rice. I pulled up the article from 2018 just to show you. Long Island Democrat leading the revolt against Speaker Pelosi. There she is. Right? So this has been tried before. Why is AOC afraid of doing this? AOC has way more leverage, has way more popularity, has way more fame, clout, influence, whatever you like, than Kathleen Rice. Be honest, how many of you have even heard of Kathleen Rice before today, before I just mentioned her? I'm gonna wager most of you haven't. Okay? And she's standing up to Pelosi, right? AOC came in guns blazing. She took out Crowley, right? That was the whole thing about AOC. Like, oh my God, she just took out one of the most senior figures in the Democratic Party. She's lethal. She's dangerous. And she's a progressive too, right? So like, she's here to get things done. That was her thing. That's why people put a lot of hope, a lot of trust, a lot of trust in her and the squad, right? But specifically after she took out Crowley, I think that was the largest political upset in modern history in the Democratic Party. Where is that fire gone? Because this is what AOC was like before she got elected.
People realize that
here's a reminder.
The most powerful position you can be in. Don't people realize that the most powerful position you can be in is when you are not materially attached to a position of power? If you're a one-term Congress member, so what? You can make 10 years worth
The rest of the clip is me. I'll play it.
of change in one term if you're not afraid.
If you're a one-term congresswoman, so what? You just saw AOC advocating for the same kind of bold, direct action that we are talking about, right? That's it. So fucking do it. So fucking do it. There you go. There you go, man. I just want to see something, man. Come on. I want to see something. At least fucking try. At least fucking try, man. I mean, if they don't do it now during a pandemic, if they don't do it now when you got millions unemployed, when are they going to do it? What the fuck are they waiting for? Are they waiting for an asteroid to hit before they give you Medicare for all? This is bullshit. I don't tolerate this, man. They just approved the NDA the new defense budget. 700 billion, 740 billion. For what? To kill people? You came in guns blazing. Show me that fire. Just be you. Stop being a fucking Democrat. Just be you. The old you. Are we asking too much here? Like, it's unbelievable how these people try to insulate her from criticism, like as if we're asking for something completely outlandish. Like, she said this. That's her. Those are her campaign promises. Those are her words. That's her fire. Deliver. Now. Now. You should have delivered 2 fucking years ago when there was no pandemic. Now there is one. People lost their jobs. You got even more people without healthcare. What are you doing? Do something. Like, man, you got to understand here. You got to understand something here. What's really nihilist is letting people die. What's really nihilist is letting people with diabetes. I don't care if you broke your pinky finger. You shouldn't be going without healthcare. You should have healthcare. All right? That's nihilist. Letting your own citizens die in the richest country on earth. That's nihilist. Fuck your party. Your party is worthless. Your party is corrupt. Your party is the enemy. All right? So you either grow a goddamn spine and do some shit. You either grow a spine and do what you came here to do, or get the hell out. Because you just said, if I'm just a one-term congresswoman, then so be it. Okay, well, fucking do that then. Because look, if the Democrats are going to deny you a seat, are going to deny you a committee assignment, which you said is so prized and worth more than Medicare for all, and they're not going to give you Medicare for all, then what the fuck do you have left to lose? Can you explain that to me? You got nothing left to lose. They're screwing you over. At least burn the bitch down on your way out. Do what you said you would do. You gonna let him win? You gonna let him win? You're sent there to represent your constituents. Your job is to serve your constituents. Even if you weren't an elected representative, just as a human fucking being, how can you not empathize with people that don't have health care? You should go after Pelosi and the party just for the fuck of it, because of what they've done to make millions of people suffer in America, all over the world. Just for that alone, you should not vote for her. Never mind the fact that she is not letting you follow through on policies that you came to fight for. Fuck that, man. You're not going to sit there and excuse this. Fuck off. I don't tolerate this. I've seen people leave their parties over far less than this, man. If you follow UK politics, man, you got MPs that quit over way less than this shit. Way less. The establishment are really bastards. You know that? They're really bastards. You're going to tell me that this Kathleen Rice had more balls than you? Come on, man. I don't tolerate this.